you validate us. You give us the power to fight in the name of this community and improve the quality of life in this neighborhood. And I don't know if you've noticed, but it's gotten a lot better. We've been through some rough times, and we shouldn't be ashamed of that. But now we need to look forward and really tackle all the things that we face and tackle them together. And we've accomplished a tremendous amount of stuff, and I'm just so thankful. We have so many people to thank. First and foremost, I want to thank my other half, Veronica Castro.
Yeah.
And I want to thank our Sergeant at Arms, who is also here presenting the colors, Christine Ryle. And then I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Richard Sands, who's the owner of this establishment.
Yeah, Richard!
Because without him giving us a place to assemble, to have these meetings and to share these ideas, this organization wouldn't have gone anywhere. So, if not for Richard, this wouldn't be possible. We wouldn't be here today. So,
thank you,
these
Richard.
are the people.
Yes, Richie.
And then the minute we formed the organization, people like Sonny Batage and Sal Ferenga and his family jumped on board immediately along with other merchants. And those merchants have stayed strong, and they stayed in the community. And we've lost a lot of merchants during the 3 years, but none of those were members of the association. So it's just a showing of how strong we are together. When we stand together and we protect each other. We can't get this place when we're holding arm in arm. Understand what I'm saying? And we can get the better quality of life and improve our community without worrying about getting priced out, as long as we're locked arm in arm together. But we deserve better things in life. We don't deserve litter in our streets and everything else. We're not garbage, basically. We are Bronxites. We are proud people. And let's lock arm in arms and improve this quality of life in Allerton Avenue and get some more diversity in our stores. So our three main goals has been the saturation. We're tired of the delis and the pizzerias. And we love the guys that are there right now, but it's time to get some variety on Allerton Avenue. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And the sanitation. We have great partners at BSNY. They're great men and women that work there, and we're gonna tackle the litter problem that we had. And keep improving on that. And then the security. I don't know if you know this, but the 4-9 precinct is the safest precinct in the borough and one of the safest in the city. Now that doesn't mean we don't have any problems, and we address those problems, but let's keep in perspective what we have. We have great homeowners that live in this community, and we need you guys to spread the word and start shopping on Allerton and in this community. And if you can go home with that as your homework, just spread the word. We're safe here. Nobody's going to get hurt, or it's one of the safest streets in the entire city. So let's start shopping Allerton. We're going to do our part to get some more variety on the streets. And once again, I just want to thank you all for giving me the time to speak. Now I want to just draw the attention. We have our house band, the Jumpin' Dragons. I want to thank them for coming out and giving us tonight. We have the Gun Hill Brewery. I don't know if you know, we have our own microbrewery right outside of our district here in Community Board 11. And they're located right on Boston Road, just on Laconia, correct? That's the exact street, but a block away from Gun Hill Road. I want to thank Manny Martinez. Can I give away your secret, what you do during the day? Our hip DJ, he's actually our head librarian.
No, he's the manager.
Thank you. I hope you all having a good time tonight.
And I want to give this man a great big shout out, because a lot of people didn't know where our library was located. You could live literally on Wallace Avenue and not know that there was a library on Barnes Avenue. For those of you that are new to Allerton, it's the block over. And Manny, how much did you triple the attendance? Quadrupled?
In 1 quarter, we raised the stats. 1 quarter, which is literally 3 months, 7,000 visits more, foot traffic in 1 month, in 1 quarter. So thank you all. And I'm constantly looking for ways to improve, so please, if you have feedback, let me know.
Yes, definitely. And then,
Always working,
and then
Manny.
also, what really clamped our stamp, and we basically planted our flag in Allerton and said, we're here to represent our community. Without their help, none of this would have been possible, because it was the holiday lights that went up. And Centerlight Healthcare, thanks to Carmen and her staff and her people, provided $5,000 each year to put up those lights, which are very expensive. I don't know if you know how much stress we have putting up those lights. It's not easy. But thanks to Centerlight, they carry a large load of that. So thank you, Carmen. And thank you. And then as we progressed, we picked up new members that are as tenacious as we are. Like Tamid Kalam from Ridgewood Savings Bank. And who else is here? Adam from Bella Vista Optics. I want to thank you guys as well, because, like I said, together we are stronger. Now you're waving at me over here. What's going on over here? Yeah, you guys are okay. I was getting into them. So they're sitting in the corner in the shadows over here. You see that? And there's a goat under the table somewhere, I'm sure. These guys have been my backbone and my spine. They're a great fraternal group and just a great group of men. Go over there. They're not so secretive. Introduce yourself and say hi. We only have one Freemason lodge, and it's in City Island, but many different lodges meet in that temple, I should say. So go over, and one of them actually is our honoree for today. And then, of course, we have to thank our, yes, go ahead. I promise, I'm going to wrap this up as quickly as possible, but we got a lot of thank yous to go, and that's ultimately the purpose for being here. There's another gentleman I want to acknowledge, who, I don't know if he knows this, but he's kind of an inspiration to me, and a role model, because he's definitely a special man in the community. And he leads a lot of organizations, and he's just someone to emulate. If you're a young man wanting to get into the community activities, he's someone to definitely watch. And I don't know if he knows how closely I watch him, but I have a high amount of respect for this man, and that's Joe Thompson. And I want to thank Joe Thompson for all that he's done for this community at the 409 Precinct and the Pelham Parkway Bay. He's a great man. And of course we have Natalia and Louisa from Mark Jonai's office and Richie Torres' office, respectfully. And Ashley is around here somewhere from the controller's office, and they'll come up and they'll speak. Where is she? Hey, Ashley. And I want to thank you very much for being here, because it's your attention to Allerton. We were neglected for so many years. And if you're from Allerton, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's basically because we're a border town. If you cross the street, we have a different state senator than we do where we're standing right now. And if you go 2 blocks to the west, we have a different city councilman than we have here in this location. So in the past, the elected officials generally looked the other way when it came to their corners. So we want to thank them, because that has ended since we had a new breed of politicians taking office. I also want to thank Nervado Lopez from the DOC. And I saved one of the best for last, because he's a very good man, and that's Miguel Sanz from the Gasolina Lounge. And without him, we wouldn't have alcohol today. So, so thank you, Miguel, very much. I saved the best for last, because that's obviously the whole reason everybody came. They didn't come to hear me say a word. They came to drink. So let's get back to it. But we have some awards to give out. No, we don't. Rosemary DeLuca from the Bronx Zoo. Joanne Russo Rubino, community board member, and also Fiamme. And then the Morris Park Community Association guys, which are heavily involved. And then I actually did forget one very, very important man, and that's Tommy Messina from Congressman Crowley's office. But he's going to come up and he's going to say a few words to everybody. But let me add him into this as well. And I thank Larry and I thank Paul. Basically, I got to thank everybody. And Diane and from MAS, who makes our International Food Festival, which is July 16th, coming up. So make sure you have that marked down on your calendar. And thanks to Jackie and Diane for all the hard work. Am I forgetting anybody? Can you raise your hand if I forgot you?
I think you forgot Joe McManus.
I think I forgot Joe McManus. I did. Where is he?
Yeah, he's over there.
Thank you, Joe McManus.
Yeah.
Where's Andrea? Where is she? Abby? Where's Andrea? Did everybody go?
Right here.
Stand up, let everybody see you guys. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna pass the mic around, we're gonna all introduce each other, right? No, but seriously, if I forgot anybody, I deeply, humbly apologize. No, it's okay? We got Marcus, we got Veron. Okay, let's see what else we got.
You didn't mention my name, Scott Styles.
There you go, Scott.
Hey, that's great. All right, yo.
Yeah, great.
I just want to share a couple of things before we get on to the award. Did I forget Grace?
Yes, you did.
No, I did. Okay. Grace Lavaglio, who's filming me right now, so that was really stupid of forgetting.
Going on YouTube.
Let's move on. I want to just share with you some of our goals for this year. One of them is making sure we get an urgent care in our facility. We had Blockbuster
Yes.
Video open for a long time. We're working hard to get the communication going. Thanks to the community board. They're helping us and our elected officials. We're going to make sure Blockbuster gets filled with an urgent care facility just because it's something that we need. As well as a local gym and, like I said, a couple of different restaurants and maybe some new stores, all locally owned. That's our goal. We want, except for the urgent care, I don't think you can locally own an urgent care. But if we can, we're gonna make it work. But we definitely focus on the local mom and pops. So without further ado, we have a couple of awards here that we want to disseminate. And we want to start with the Allerton Inspiration Award because we want to make sure, as you noticed by me taking the time to thank everybody, we want to make sure people are recognized for the things that usually go unrecognized. So I'm gonna. They all say the same exact thing, and it's the Allerton Inspiration Award for 2016. And we pay special attention to those who inspire others to do great things or to become a better person. Those individuals are the spine of our community. We wish them continued success and that they keep blazing the trail as a positive role model. And the first one I have in my hand is one of my Freemason brothers, Guy Herman. If you can come on up. And Guy is a principal for one of our local high schools. He does a lot of community organizations, an all-around decent human being. Thank you. You want to say a few words?
Really?
As a principal, I kind of prepared for this. Just
When he puts the glasses on, we're in trouble. It's going to be long.
Uh-oh.
Just a few quick words. Allerton has a very rich and proud heritage, and it's a community in the truest sense of the word. And I had the privilege of growing up in this great neighborhood and the fondest of memories of all my experiences growing up here. From hoarding candy at Zimmerman's down the block, to chocolate egg creams at Richie's Candy Store,
Yes.
from searching for toys at the local Woolworth, to catching a flick at the Allerton movie theater,
Yes.
from getting my clothes at Joe Tuckman,
Yeah.
to getting my shoes at the Buster Brown,
Yep.
from eating at White Castle's or Geno's if it was a special occasion,
Yeah.
to getting a slice, what I used to call the pizza triangle, Roma, Allerton, and Pizza Corner. Going to St. Lucy's and then Columbus introduced me to folks who would become my lifelong friends. From my beautiful wife, Abby Capobianco, to the best man at our wedding, Joey Baquadio, to the godfather of my son, William Perallo. It exposed me to the concept of strong family values. This community exposed me to many diverse populations where I learned about different cultures, customs, food, languages. The working class residents taught me the value of hard work and a good education. The ideas and modeling of honor, integrity, honesty, and ethical behavior. I learned the importance of charity, community volunteering, and the concept of giving back to my neighborhood. No matter where I've traveled, and I've traveled a lot, or where life has taken me, Allerton has and always will remain in my heart and in my soul. One of the greatest lessons I learned from the residents of this community was, don't strive to be the best in the world, strive to be the best for the world. Thank you.
Woo!
next award goes to a young man who is a staple of our community. He's born and raised here. And just this year, he took the big step and joined the fire department. So that in itself, you know, when everybody else is running away from danger, these men and women, they run to it. And that is something to definitely be classified as a role model. So it says basically the same thing, but this Allerton Inspiration Award for 2016, I want to present to Christopher Montalvo.
I really don't have much to say. We're sweating, so. I just want to say thank you to Gene, Veronica, my parents. It's a pleasure working for the greatest job in the world. And I grew up here, Allerton. It's a great place to live. And thanks again for everything you're doing for the community. Thanks, everybody.
Be safe, and thank you. She knew. She's a smooth operator, that one. So for those of you that are in the community, you know Janice Walcott. And she is a trailblazer. And she's a much needed voice for the community and the Coops on Bronx Park East. And if she's settled in, I want to present this Allerton Inspiration Award for 2016 to Janice Walcott.
I want to say thanks to Gene because he talks about being a trailblazer. He's brought all entities in this community together. I thank him. I've been here 40 years, but this is the first time I've seen a coalition. All of Allerton Avenue come together like this. And I appreciate Gene and his wife for the efforts they made, and we'll keep it on. Okay?
We have some great men and women in this community, and a lot of men and women that we could have chose for our honoree for the night. However, going back to what I referenced earlier, for a long time, Allerton Avenue was neglected. Let's just be honest and real. And Allerton wasn't even recognized as a neighborhood, even though it was a main corridor in our community. And thanks to this man and the Community Board 11, they took the initiative to make sure that Allerton was recognized as a neighborhood and is known as a neighborhood. And so with that, it was a no-brainer to take the time publicly to thank Mr. Jeremy Warnicki, the District Manager for Community Board 11.
Oh, there you are.
Jeremy, I'm just going to read this for you. If you can go ahead, face the audience. We are proud to honor Jeremy Warnicki in recognition of your dedication to our community. Allerton International Merchants Association, 2016. You want to say a few words?
Oh my, of course he does.
So, thank you everybody for coming. Of course I can't do what I've done thus far without the support of my board members. Many of you who were here tonight, Community Board 11, thank you very much for coming out. And of course, the whole map issue that Gene referenced with Google, as well as city planning, that couldn't have happened as well without the support of our elected officials, whether it was Mark Jonai or Congressman Crowley. And of course, lastly, but not the least, with our community partners. Without our community partners, none of this would happen, right? Without the Allerton Merchants Association and groups like that. It's Morris Park, Crony Post. You guys do a lot. It's very clear that Gene people will complain, right, about the association, this association. But without people like Gene here, this would never happen. Things get done when people put in their time and effort. Their hard-earned time and effort, right? We all work hard at something. It doesn't always pay off because you always hear complaints. But clearly, tonight is a great success. I don't remember if you had the same attendance last year.
We did not.
But the only other thing I'd like to say is that, of course, we got Allerton on the map, right? But our work is not yet done.
No.
And it never will be done, right? We gotta continue to pass the torch.
That's right.
And some of the things we can still work on is for people who live in Allerton, something simple. I'm all about technology, right? A little too much. So, for those of you who are on Facebook,
Okay.
'cause I know unfortunately whether you like to admit it or not, tons of you are. You live in the Bronx or you live in New York, New York, right? Or do you live in Throg's Neck? Or do you live in Allerton? Because some people, they live here, I know they do. They live here in the Bronx. They say they live in New York, New York, which to me is Manhattan. I don't know about you.
That's right. That's
So
Manhattan.
let's not forget a little bit of pride. I know there's some privacy issues out there, right? And everybody wants to know, advertise where they live, but let's reevaluate things like that. Because when this map issue came up back in 2014, to me it made sense. Like why isn't Allerton on this map? Why is this wrong? Like, I don't know, to me Allerton's always been neighborhood. Not to everybody. Some people it's something else. But if you believe in something like Allerton, I can tell Gene's gonna do this tomorrow. He's gonna say he lives in Allerton, New York.
No, Allerton Avenue in Bronx, New York.
But last but not least, I would not be here today without my family. Without Teresa and our brand new child, Frida. And Grandma Brenda. And brother now, Uncle Jacob. Thank you. I really could not be here right now without them. Thank you, Gina.
I might be in the community board tomorrow to figure out how to change that thing on my Facebook status. I tried. I used my phone. Back in the day, I had the option, buy a new computer or buy a fancy phone so I could go around with it. I can't figure it out on the phone, but if I'm guilty of that, I'm going to go check that out ASAP. And everybody's going to call me tomorrow. I'm going to get 12 calls saying, oh, you're New York, New
I'm
York.
gonna go see a chiropractor about that.
Check. I know I'm guilty of it. I have to do. Okay. I want to take a few more minutes with few minutes, guys, if you can make it quick. But I want to show respect to the elected officials that took the time to come out. So if you could just make yourself known. Louisa, can we start with you to say a few words in honor of Councilman Richie Torres? Louisa Benedetto.
Thank you, everyone. Unfortunately, Councilmember Torres couldn't be here tonight, but I'm actually happy he's not here because now I have the opportunity to be here with all of you. It's been a while since I've seen all of you, so it really brings a smile to my face to catch up with everyone. I just wanted to thank.
I'm over here. I'm surveying the room, making sure I don't miss anybody.
Well, I want to thank Eugene and the Allerton merchants. It's just harping on what Jeremy just said. It's really, we rely on you and the merchants to really improve the neighborhood and keep it going. And we value that in the community. So thank you, and I hope everyone enjoys their evening.
Thank you. Tommy Messina from Congressman Crowley's office, Joseph Crowley's office.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank Gene and his staff for what they always do for this Allerton Area Association. This is just magnificent. But what he's done for our country, and all the vets, they should all stand up. I know Jeremy served over in Iraq or Afghanistan. Please stand up, all our vets. Where are you? Give these guys a round of applause. I personally thank you for your service. I want to congratulate the guitar player. That was a great rendition of the national anthem. Let's hear for that guitar player. That was really great. And to all the inspirational, Allerton Inspirational Award winners, congratulations. Like I said, this guy does a lot. He wears many hats, and but he's so determined and compassionate about his neighborhood, and that's how we all should be about our neighborhood. You can only say two things: the Pope and the Bronx. You can't say the Queens, you can't say the Brooklyn, you can't say the Manhattan, the Bronx. So God bless you all, God bless the Allerton area, and God bless every one of us in America.
Can I get Andrea Siegel and Joe McManus to just come up and say a few words? No, Andrea's gonna be shy. That's okay. We're short on time.
First thing, you gotta raise these, I don't know what they are. I'm bumping into a bunch of them. But on behalf of the Bronx community, I've only been here a short time, maybe about 40 years. And some of the stores that were there 40 years ago, like this used to be Gino's. I remember when there was a bar and his father had the restaurant in the back of the bar.
Yeah.
And then
Downstairs is still intact.
Yeah.
well, but all the things that Gene was talking about, I mean, even when the DOT wanted to make Allerton Avenue, believe it, on this end, one lane this way and one lane that way, we really fought it. We wanted to make sure that the business community, I said to the guy, I said, look, I've been shopping on Allerton Avenue for 40 years. I used to go to Salon Don's, and it was like 40, 50 people. You took a number, and you didn't get out of there for about an hour or two.
Yep.
So there was a lot of shopping, and I said to them also, the DOT, you can't go more than one block on Allerton Avenue with your car, one block at a time. There's so much traffic, so many people, and there's so much business there. So finally, we compromised, and from Bronx Park East to Boston Road, you still have the 2 lanes going both ways. So the people that live here know more than some of these, DOT or DEP or whatever. And we always, because we're grounded here, we fight for this community. So I'd just like to say to Gene and everybody here tonight, this is why it's a great community. I go to hundreds of events, community meetings, and the captain said it the best last night at the 49th Precinct. He said most 49th Precinct community councils have 8 or 9 partners. He has 52. So this is a vibrant community, and you can see it by the people that come out and enjoy themselves, have a good time, but are vigilant also, in making sure the community is better. So God bless everybody.
Yeah, Joe.
Andrea Siegel, Joe McManus.
Yeah.
Thank you. From Assemblyman Mark Jonai's office, Natalia Fernandez.
Yeah, Natalia.
Thank you, Jean. Thank you.
Hello, Lex.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to congratulate the Allerton International Merchants, along with the honorees, Jeremy and Janice and the other one. But you guys are doing an amazing job. I really feel this is the first time that I've seen Allerton as vibrant as it has been. And you just need to keep up the good work. We're here to support and we're very proud.
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone, for being here.
Short and sweet. I
I just
like
want to
that.
give Carmen
We didn't
from
send yet.
Centerlight. Give her the floor for a minute to say a few words.
Thanks, Jean, and good evening, everybody. My name is Carmen Cruz Lee. I'm the community liaison for Beth Abraham Centerlight.
Yeah,
For those of you, hi Pepper. For those of you who don't know where Beth Abraham is, we're right on Allerton and Bronx Park East. We are the only nursing home in this area on the Allerton Avenue. We're here to serve our community. I also live in this community 22 years, and I'm proud to be a resident of Allerton Avenue. So I'm passionate about our community. I'm very passionate about our seniors in this community. That is my main focus, our seniors in this community. I mean, and you know, we have 4 senior housing facilities. That's my love. seniors in the community in general, they see me walking up and down on Allerton. Hey, Carmen, what's happening at Beth Abraham? We got a lot of things happening. Mark your calendar, June 20th is our 6th annual senior prom. Yes, it is a prom for our senior citizens, 55 and over. I'm included in that. I just want to give a shout out though to Jean, the prom king, our former prom king, Mr. Joe Thompson. We're also looking for sponsorship, Jean. I got to put that little advertisement out there. So last year we had a 950 last count of seniors that joined us. Wow. So it's getting bigger and better, and again, mark your calendar, June 20th. But on behalf of Beth Abraham Centerline, it's always a pleasure to serve Allerton Avenue, of course, to AIM, to Jean, to Francis, and also to our honorees. Congratulations on behalf of Beth Abraham Centerline. Thank you.
And last but not least, we have a special guest, Ashley from Scott Stringer, our comptroller, New York City Comptroller's Office, is here. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashley and I'm here with the New York City Comptroller's Office. You know, it's only fitting that after you have honored so many folks in the community that you also receive an award for the work that you do. Yeah. So on behalf of the New York City Comptroller's Office, I am providing you guys with the commendation. So the commendation is for the Allerton International Merchants Association for its years of outstanding work to foster commercial and economic development in the Allerton Avenue area of the Bronx, for its dedication to serve the community through beautification initiatives and special events, for its efforts to expand opportunities for businesses and entrepreneurs, for strengthening and supporting local businesses, and for providing a forum for small business owners to discuss concerns, opportunities, and community issues, and lastly, for its tremendous contributions to the city of New York. Thank you.
Please give it up for Jean and Francis.
I'm not going to say any more. Can I, if we can, we have the Bronx Times here with us today. If I can get all the honorees to the front door to take a full photo. Otherwise, I just want to leave you with a couple of things. Please join our Facebook page, Allerton International Merchants. Enjoy the music, enjoy the food and the drink. Make yourself comfortable, make yourself at home. Mix and mingle, talk to each other. We also have raffles, 50-50, and the Bronx Zoo is generous to give us a gift bag. So make sure you join the raffle, join our Facebook, have fun, enjoy, and we're gonna go until we get tired, or until Richie kicks us out. Enjoy, God bless everybody. And ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment, Jumpin' Dragons.
Thank you.